Okay, Roman, this is what we're trying to do here. Let me bring up our video. And what we have here is one video that we're trying to set or retrieve frames that were already set using next frame. So if we load our video, this is the very first position in the actual film. So if I've got to stop on our scroll here, what I'm going to do is this is our fine scroll that we're trying to retrieve the frames as well as save the next frame. So if I were to scroll this button once to the right, I've scrolled it and my value is going to be 1. I've got an array here of integers that is going to store the value, or trying to store the value of the frame. So what I've done here is I'm taking the very first time here, and that's going to be 0 because I haven't moved anything. So I've got a find position array that's saving the get time. If it's 0, it's going to try and get the next time, then it's going to get the next frame. So the next frame works great. Okay, so that gets the next frame. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to scroll from value 1 to value 2. So I scroll again. Now my value for my track bar is 2. Now I still don't have a value for the array yet, so this is still going to be 0, and it's going to get the time, which now, since I previously I moved the video 1 frame into the future, I'm going to get a value for get time. See, now my value for the video is 597 milliseconds. So there's like a half a second there it found a frame, but I want to be able to get back to this 597. So I go ahead and hit next frame, and I continue on doing this and filling these fine positions up. This is value number 3. This is now still 587. I'm not sure why. Next frame, 577. Next frame, 567. Next, I'm not sure why this is going down the way, but this is what we're trying to do, is save those frames. So, but if I go ahead and just hit the right arrow to scroll, this is what we want. Very fine frame stepping. And it's frame stepping very finely. I mean, very fine movements we're able to do with using the next frame. But as soon as we go back to try and retrieve those, I'm hitting left, left, left here. It's not able to retrieve the value. So if I put a stop on that again, I'm going left. I don't see any movement in the video, so I'm going to go left 1. This has a value now of 2330, and I want to get back to that that point. So when I try and do a set time of 2330, nothing happens. It's on, and I might have to go a couple seconds backwards to actually see that time, seeing movement. There, see, it went there, but it takes several taps of the left to see one frame, whereas if I'm going forward using the next frame, I get a frame almost right away. See, and I'm going forward, these are all saved times. Now if I go out this way, see, I'm getting new values based on next frame, and it's very fine. Now if I try and go back, try and use my save values, I'm hitting the button and no frames are happening. It's like it's missing. It can't retrieve those frames. Is this possible, what I'm trying to do? Hopefully you have an answer. Thanks.